Hey, look at this guy.
Now,
Man,
you want to know why?
I do.
So a few years ago, well, I shouldn't say a few years ago, like around, I think 14, 15, we went on a family vacation to Disney World, but then on the way home, we also stopped at Myrtle Beach, and we went to this place called Broadway at the beach, and they had Pat Benatar performing there. So that's how I remember.
That's awesome.
They had Pat Benatar. They were like, "Hey, who wants to see the Pat Benatar concert?" And they were like, they had like a guy outside, like, "Would you like to see the Pat Benatar?"
Like a barker, yeah.
I was like, "Who's Pat Benatar?"
We're going to show you with some live. She's great.
I didn't,
awesome.
I didn't see her, but we had other stuff we wanted to do. I wanted to go running on the water in one of those hamster balls.
Yeah, of course you did.
I wanted to do that rather than be 14 or 15 at a Pat Benatar concert.
I understand. Pat Benatar is 69 years old. She's old. If you saw any of those pictures of Joan Jett, God bless her, but she was in town the other night on that Def Leppard Motley Crue thing. She's 6 years younger than Pat Benatar. Joan Jett looks some kind of way. Nevertheless, Pat Benatar, her husband, they've been married forever. Her and Neil Giraldo, very famously married for 40 plus years. He's from Cleveland. I think Pat Benatar is from New York or something. But she is getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. That's in November. She's playing our iHeartRadio Music Festival, which is end of September out in Vegas. And she's not going to do this song anymore, she said. She did an article, an interview with somebody, I don't know if it was Variety or what it was. And she said, I have about a group of 14 songs she calls the Holy 14. And she's like, if we don't play them, the crowd gives us a hard time. But I'm not doing Hit Me With Your Best Shot anymore because of all these mass shootings. She's like, I'm not singing it. I can't be up there. She's like, that. It's a joke. I mean, the title of the song. But she's like, I can't be up there singing those words out loud with a smile on my face. And I'm not going to go up on stage and preach. She goes, I write my legislators, and that's the extent of my, protest or whatever. But she's like, I'm not going to do, and that's a huge song for her.
It's probably her biggest song.
So she's like, if you're a fan, sorry, I'm not going to sing it. It sucks for you. I got a lot of other songs.
All right. There's one thing that can move the needle on gun violence. I think this is it. We got to get it together because as Americans, we deserve to hear that hit song.
That's right.
Oh.
So if you are going to...
life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and that includes hearing Pat Benatar's greatest hits.
Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Mm-hmm. So she's going to be playing songs that people haven't heard in a while live. They'll play Heat of the Night, I Need a Lover, and things like that. But she's got, what are the other ones? She's got Hell Is for Children is a great song. Heartbreaker. Promises in the Dark, We Belong. She's got no shortage of hit songs, But Hit Me With Your Best Shot, arguably her biggest song. And she said she can't in good conscience be up there singing it. So she's not. If you are going to our iHeartRadio Music Festival, the 23rd and 24th of September out in Las Vegas.
That's cool. It's ours, so we can just go, right?
We're all going, yes. We've all got VIP
and
access to...
put us in a hotel.
Absolutely. It is ours. That's right. They always want us to take ownership of it, and we do because we are treated like royalty out there. In that, what I mean by royalty is they don't ever offer us tickets. Nevertheless, she will be there.
The way that we get offered tickets is always through some contest. Where it's like, nominate one of your coworkers.
There you go. It's like a email battle royale that they give us here. It is our fault. It is my fault, and by extension, all of your faults. Because here on the Alan Cox Show, we are so unbelievably humble. Yeah. Don't cause problems. Yep. Never really we're not the squeaky wheels, right? Mm-hmm. We're in here to do the job, make you laugh, ideally, keep our heads down. So we don't ever pitch a fit. Mm-hmm. So we are never offered anything, right? But anyway, Pat Benatar is finally getting into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's in L.A. this November. But she will not be performing Hit Me With Your Best Shot. Hey, Colleen.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
What's going on, Colleen?
Hey, couple of things. Alan, I went to send you a sympathy card when your father passed away, and I got it back. It says it's undeliverable. I've got Alan Cox, care of WMMS Radio, 6200 Oak Tree Boulevard, 4th floor, Independence, Ohio, 44131-2510. Is that not correct?
Yeah, except they shut down the mailroom a while ago, so I don't even know how mail happens here anymore. I think the mail
to 668, but we don't know that.
Mail's all getting forwarded downtown now, yeah. I had the UPS guy in the lobby today, and he goes, I got to give this to somebody here. Where's your mailroom? I go, we haven't had a mailroom in a year and a half, so I don't know how the... but I appreciate the thought, Colleen.
Attempted, yeah.
It's perfectly fine. I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you.
Sure. You were talking about police bladder in Sandusky. I get the Sandusky Register, and there was this, this was a couple weeks ago, the police bladder said this family kept hearing this strange, scary thumping sound. So they call police, and cops come out, and they determine there were shoes in the dryer.
Oh, my gosh.
Shoes in the dryer. Oh, boy. That's Sandusky Register, I'll tell you what, because I assume it also serves Port Clinton and the Lake Erie Islands. So it's covering all, vacation land. It's the vacation land register, really.
Right.
Yeah. So did I assume, since it is Sandusky, that somebody went out and fired about 6 rounds into the dryer?
I don't know. They just determined, after a thorough investigation, the police determined there were shoes in the dryer.
I see. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. All right.
I hope they weren't.
Thank you, Colleen. Keep your ear to the ground out there. Thank you. There's Colleen out in Huron, who's
a real sweetheart.
Very nice. Have you met her?
Yeah, she came out to High and Dry a while ago.
Okay.
She's the one that she got like a hotel. She made a night of it.
Oh, wow.
She sat at a table.
Wow.
And she's like, are you guys
Solo?
here to see Bill too? Yeah. And she like made friends with people. And then she took an Uber there. But she didn't know how to. So I got her an Uber back to her hotel that night. Like,
wow.
Yeah, she's a sweetie.
Okay. Nothing happened there? I mean,
no.
Okay. I know. What? She's solo. She's at his show. She clearly is a big, big fan of Bill Squire. What am I? What are you talking about here?
Don't even just stop.
What?
You're being disrespectful.
To whom?
Everybody.
Everyone involved.
To everyone.
Everyone
Wow.
with ears.
Okay.
That's actually not a bad tagline for the show. Disrespectful to everyone with ears.
Okay. I hadn't met her. I wanted to ask. And so I did. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Well, she's
what?
Probably close to my mom's age.
I'm sorry?
She's probably close to my mom's age, and so
what does that have to do with anything?
There was I don't think there was an interest in any of that between me and her. I think it was we were keeping it professional, as you always like to say.
All right.
I mean, come on. Am I the guy that's just gonna bang fans?
Okay.
Now you're being disrespectful to us.
Yeah, right.
Like that lady said, don't insult my intelligence. The fake perjury lady. Mm-hmm. Don't insult my intelligence.
I don't think I've ever banged a fan.
I don't think I ever haven't.
Like, we've done the exact. We've had this talk before where I say,
if you're a female fan of Bill Squire, it's only a matter of time.
I don't think I've ever done that. Like gone home with a dude because he knew about the radio show, or
it's probably less prevalent with female comics, and Nikki Glazer's her whole bits about how she can't get laid.
Yeah, I've never done it. Well,
she could get laid. She doesn't want to get laid by the people that want to bang her.
Well, yeah. I got a letter from who did I get this from? Because we were making that Real Men of Genius joke. Mm-hmm. And somebody sent me a clip that's a fully Chicago production, by the way. The history on Real Men of Genius is I'll play this one because I like this one, but I had forgotten that I knew the guy who does the voice from 100 years ago when I was first getting into radio. And they did one. The listener sent me one that was called Silent Farter. Did they send you this too? He goes, because you guys were talking about this.
Oh, I don't know.
Today we salute you, Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer.
Mr. Silent Killer Gas Passer.
Last night, you had the enchilada combo platter. This morning, the 3-cheese omelet with broccoli. This afternoon, you're a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, a ticking time bomb. They did, that was supposed to be just like a local ad campaign in Chicago in the late 80s, and it blew up. Mm-hmm. The guy who sings is this guy David Bickler, who was the former singer of Survivor, which is a Chicago band. He's the guy that sang Eye of the Tiger. And so there was a there was a production studio in Chicago that wanted to do this ad campaign, and they hit him up and they go, hey, we need like an 80s sounding rock singer. And he was a local guy, so they got him. The voice guy is this guy, Pete Stacker, who had been on the radio for a long time in Chicago. But then he became a massive, massive voice guy. He was the Comedy Central guy before Kyle Kinane. Like, Comedy Central, everybody knows Pete Stacker's voice. He was like, he did 1 billion ad campaigns. He was like the voice of the Oprah show and all this kind of stuff. And somebody sent me the gasp, and I thought it was fake, and it is not fake, because they were making so many of them after a while. And those have to be 20 years old by now. That campaign has to be, I don't remember when they started and when they stopped those. But I thought of that because of just a clip that kind of ended up in my inbox. I think this is a Wichita, and you may have seen this or heard this, but this is a Wichita television station doing a report.
Police responded to reports of a bomb threat at the store in Wichita. A customer alerted employees. A man inside the bathroom said there was a bomb in the building. Police were able to locate the man responsible for those comments, and that man told police he warned other guests to leave the restroom because he was, quote, fixing to blow it up, but had no intention of causing a panic. Man also told police others in the room laughed, understanding his joke, which I'm just now getting. Home Depot says they will not be pressing charges. But I can tell you right now, you asked the producer for me to read that, didn't you?
Just a good wheeze laugh.
Fixing to blow it up.
You guys got to get out of this because I'm fixing to blow it up.
I was thinking maybe drop a bomb is what he was going to say or something, but yeah, fixing to blow it up.
I'm finna blow this bathroom up, so you guys better get out of here. And somebody called in a bomb threat. You can leave us messages on the iHeartRadio app, by the way. Anytime you want, there's that little talkback button there.
Mary, I love you. To hear what you started as on the show and where you came from, rather, and where you are now is amazing in every other way. Don't let any haters knock you down. Poundcake, polar opposite. Al, I love you. Bill, I love you more. Can't wait to talk to you guys live sometime. Love you. Bye.
Oh, boy.
I'm seeing some hateration in this dancery.
I'll tell you what,
Hey,
you guys
you
are,
love me.
when it's finally all over for me in showbiz, you guys, whoever's still here, Mary won't be here, but Bill and Poundcake, if you guys still here, you're going to be in pretty good shape, because ironically, I'm the least liked person on the show by the audience.
I don't know, man.
So that's going to put you guys, that's going to put
People
you guys
really
in a
don't like
good
me.
position.
Every day I get told to quit or kill myself or move or...
But that's not because of you. It's because you're a chick.
You think?
And there are so many guys who just want to vent at a woman.
Maybe.
It doesn't matter what. And you got a guy like that who's like, hey, he's a genuine
Yeah,
dude,
you're doing
right?
great. Appreciate ya.
Can't stand Poundcake. I'm okay.
And they say so
likes Bill.
casually. So
Well,
cavalierly.
that's fine. That's how you feel. It should be casual. There's nothing formal about it.
No. Well, that was a nice thing to hear. Appreciate that.
Because I know when I play those, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Oh,
I was waiting for the
100%
butt.
of the
Yeah.
time.
I
I love hearing what you say, but you're an absolute moron who doesn't know what they're talking about ever, so you should
And
probably just
everything
shut
you've
your
ever said
mouth.
is the worst thing. Nothing's ever
Right.
been fun.
Right.
It's just,
That's right.
I'm
But it's
glad
not.
your dad's dead.
It was the same thing when Erica was on the show.
Yeah.
It's just because you're female.
Yeah.
It's not because you're Mary Santora.
Okay.
You have the extra element of being out and performing. Erica had that too when she was playing in her band, right?
Yeah.
If people give you a hard time about your stand-up, they'd call and give her a hard time about her band. It was
Mm-hmm.
like, whatever, dude. Like,
or her crafts or anything that she tried to do. As much as support that she had, there'd always be. And then when she got sick, they're like, "Oh, you're fake," and get blah, blah, blah. Anything that she did, she'd have as much support as she did hate, and people just went out of their way to just completely crap on her all the time. And same thing with you. And we all get that too. It's just not at the same level
Yeah.
as women get it, which is because there's some angry dudes out there. And then also angry women too that just like to crap on other women.
The biggest backlash I ever got from anything I ever said is the guys, I'm reluctant to sleep with them if they have foreskin. Oh, I had never, ever had like any backlash like that before.
Boy, who knew that there were so many foreskin advocates
They
out
were
there?
angry. Women
so
and
funny.
men.
Of all the things to zero in on, I mean, I know people are very proprietary about their genitalia, but it's like most of the world, I think, is uncircumcised.
And also considering he said some things that had management go, hey, shut up.
Yes, that's
like,
right.
You've had some, but that's the one that like the listeners took the most offense to.
Right.
What makes me laugh is that is the one that got you the most hate. The one in recent months that got me the most hate was being upset that I accidentally drank alcohol. That made a lot of people mad. That they're like, grow up. It was one sip. What do you pull up the wagon?
But it was funny with the whole...
He's like, I don't like hooded penis. And people are like, oh my God.
Well, it was funny because it was...
Hooded penis.
It was just way across...
At the Beachland this weekend.
It was like across the board upset. Like no one had my back on this. People who like support me, they were like, you need to be a little kinder.
That
They can't help.
be right.
And then there were...
Every situation, there's going to be people that have your back.
There were more people that did not have my back.
Well, I mean...
But what I'm saying is men were angry. The uncircumcised men were coming at me. And then the uncircumcised men wives were coming at me. They're like...
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so I was getting it from men
it's
and
not
women.
that bad.
If he keeps it clean, it's fine.
And then they're like, if you had sex with men who are uncircumcised more, you might like it. You might try something new. Poundcake.
Yeah,
You've been around.
Poundcake.
You're all used to tasting the city. How about you taste this? You know, they're
The
like,
thing that's had
He can hide Skittles in there. It's a little treat when you get down there.
like a Pez machine.
So,
Yeah.
they got me. I was like, let me shut up because they might
Pinez
pull up on me.
Wow. All right.
He paints it like Tweety Bird, so it looks like it's coming out of his mouth.
I think Arthur would make more sense.
Oh, yeah.
The
Turtleneck?
Yeah. The thing that I've done most recently that has upset people the most is announcing that I'm doing a comedy special September 2nd and 3rd because they're like, oh, we're going to be out of town and miss it. We're so upset, Bill.
Damn, Bill.
But
you
there's still
had
plenty of
to.
people that will be there. And make sure you get those tickets. Go to billsquire.com.
I mean, Erica cursed at a group of children at the Rib Fest, so that was...
Well, she wasn't cursing at the children.
No, but
she
they
was
cursed,
cursing,
and there were children in
there.
the audience. I know.
There's a difference.
But
yeah.
for the purposes of the story, it's better if she was screaming at children.
Cussed out a bunch of kids.
Yeah, that's right.
They've heard worse.
Indeed.
Yeah, once the band started.
That was aw.
Sorry. It was
He
just
said,
right
oh.
there.
See?
That was like
start swearing again.
that was my excuse as a kid when my mom would put her hands over my eyes if there was a sex scene. I would like, Mom, you know I've seen worse. She's like, you're 6. What have you seen?
Like, what had you seen at 6?
What the hell? What the hell?
And what movie were you watching with your mom at 6 that had a sex scene?
No, I just made up an age. But when I was younger, that was always my excuse. Whenever she would put the hands over my eyes for anything inappropriate, boobies or kissing and some
Little
fondling.
did she know that none of that had any effect on you whatsoever. She's covering his eyes when there's boobies on the screen.
I don't know. It's just awkward
It's like,
watching.
Mom, you will find out in a number of years that I couldn't care less about those.
Is that a thing that people still do? Do you watch adult movies with your daughter? I remember my parents doing that, where it was like, we're going to watch the movie we want to watch.
Because it was a
Screw
family.
you.
Yeah, the adults were watching it, and the kids just happened to be in
You're
the
just
room.
sitting there because it's like, well, I can either go in my room or watch this with you. We never watch it. We always watch kids' shows or kids' movies. Like, I don't think we've ever sat down and watched an adult movie with Brian's daughter.
I think that happens more when kids get to the age of like 11, 12.
Okay, yeah.
And I think because...
But covering the
But
eyes
even
doesn't
then,
help.
like, it was more of a thing when you really only had one TV in the house.
Oh, I guess that's true,
And also
too.
getting, like, renting a movie or something was an event.
An event. It was a big deal.
And
And
now-
you only had 3 days before
Right,
it was
yeah.
due back.
Right.
So.
And now, if the kid doesn't want to watch what you're watching, they just sit there on their iPad and they're
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to look
Stream
up at
on your
this.
tablet.
Yeah.
We have 2 living rooms. Like, go up front, watch My Little Pony. Okay.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah, we're going to watch Song of Solomon. Beat it, kid.
Get out of here.
Oh, you don't like demon sex scenes? You're
Yeah.
too young to understand?
What Song
Okay.
of Solomon Poundcake was about to
He
ask.
goes, and he stopped himself.
Because he knew.
What song is...
No,
Why
that
did
was,
you stop yourself?
No, because I realized that we talked about it at the beginning of the show.
Hey, he did listen.
I did listen, but
He didn't listen.
I did listen. I didn't remember the name of the movie,
You
but
can't listen to everything, Mary. It's only in his headphones.
It's only 4 hours a day.
it was the awful
And
movie
his
that
job.
that you made Mary watch, or made Mary's boyfriend
I
watch.
suggested. I didn't hold his eyes open like a Clockwork Orange and tell him to watch it.
She paid $3.99.
That's the
There he
best
is.
part. That's the most horrifying part of that story, is that it had to be paid for. That's money you're never getting back.
My boyfriend said that last night. He goes, "You paid for this." I said, "I'm gonna pay for it." In my nightmares, he goes, "No, like literally. Like, it costs $4."
But what you
I
don't
was
realize,
like,
Mary, 3 9s upside down is 666.
it wasn't $9.99. It was $3.99.
That's what I said.
So it's 663.
I said it's there's 3 and 9s, and if they're upside down, then there's 3 6s.
But it was
But
$3.99.
it wasn't $9.99.
That would
He's
be
trying to-
660E.
He's trying to say there's 3 and then there's 9 and you turn it and
And then Brooklyn Nine-Nine is on Hulu.
He's doing some pastrami math right now.
Hey, whatever. Whatever, man.
Whatever, man.
Trying to make a point.
He's having a bad day.
What was the other one that he did? Not Family Guy. The one with Fry and his great
Futurama.
Futurama. That wasn't that what you were talking about? He
What?
was Futurama. Yeah, I know. When he tried to butt in, was it Futurama? It was like a cartoon
It sounds
show like that,
vaguely familiar.
where Bill was talking about something and Cody just cut him off and goes Futurama, and Bill's like, "Yeah," and he goes, "Yeah, I know."
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
He
remember
just
what
wanted
those
him to
in
know that he knew.
He's like, "Why did you butt in with that?"
He's a little Badinsky. I got a break. I'll have what for you? Oh, on the way back, Incubus tickets. They're going to do a show with Sublime with Rome. August 9th, they'll play out at Blossom. So right after the break, those Incubus tickets heading out. And then 4:30 next